Hey everyone, so what is more exciting than to have some relaxation in the week? We go through such a tumultuous week, so filled with so many different obstacles, so many things that we're thinking about. And there's an idea to instill the Shabbat, to instill stillness into the week. And the question is, how do we do that? So I'd like to share with you a number of great tips, a number of great ideas about this concept. So if you're new to this channel, if you're new to Live Kabbalah, please subscribe below. If it's on YouTube or on Facebook, we'd love to have you part of our community. So what are some of the tips for instilling Shabbat into the week? So first of all, we have to understand what Shabbat really is. What is this idea of the sabbatical, the Shabbat? Question is, why is there a Shabbat in the first place? And so why does God really need to rest at all? If God is infinite, he could do anything that he wants. So why does he need to rest? So the idea is that the 6 days of the week represent the 6 days of action where we concentrate on specific tasks that are in front of us. And on a spiritual level, when God created the world, every day was a specific task. And according to the Zohar, the 6 days of creation are called the 6 days of the building blocks of creation. And just like in our work week, we concentrate on whatever it is we need to do, and we're focused on it. And in a sense, we wear many different hats. On Shabbat, all of that just comes into a feeling of relaxation, and that we're able to be ourselves fully. So on a spiritual level, when God rests, it doesn't mean that God needs to rest. It's teaching us something about the idea of when we are letting go of the need to be so task-oriented and focused on the minutia of life, and then we allow our full expansive self to really shine forth, so then our true essence shines. So on Shabbat, our essence shines. Shabbat vayi nafash. There's vayi nefesh. There's the idea of the soul, expansiveness of the soul that is now in front of us. So how do we bring Shabbat into the week? Because our weekday is so just intensely focused on so many different things that we need to do. And the answer is that by connecting to the 3 levels of Shabbat, and there's 3 levels of Shabbat that the Zohar speaks about. There's the level which is called the Friday night, where we elevate from the week, and that, in a sense, we get pulled out. We deplug from the craziness of the week, and we elevate what is called spiritually from below to above consciousness. And that's the elevation of the feminine aspect, which is the idea of really being involved in the world. That's the first part of Shabbat. The second part is the day of Shabbat, where we are sort of in a state of relaxation, a state of peace, and we draw down that holiness, that spirituality that's so palpable within us. And that's the level of above to below. And the third meal of Shabbat, and the third facet of Shabbat, is that there's an elevation that goes all the way up to the metacognition, to the level which is called Keter, which is beyond the world. And it takes us to the source of it all. And so how do we instill these 3 levels into the week? And so a very beautiful idea is brought down from the Alter Rebbe, and that is that in the 3 prayers of the week, when we deplug, basically we turn off everything that is going on outside of us, and try to meditate and try to bring ourselves to a higher level of consciousness during the 3 prayers that we have during the day. What we do is that we connect to the energy of Shabbat. We draw from that light and we bring it into our lives. When we take the time to learn as well, we take the time to really just concentrate and to learn and to connect our souls to what is above all the chatter and all the craziness that's going on in our lives. And another very, very important tip is what I'm doing right now. I'm right now in the woods, which I like to spend, if it's sometime during the week that is just a little bit out into nature, where I can at least feel that connection with, with God, with myself, with my own soul. And so that's a very important thing to do in each and every one of our lives. Not everyone is able to go out into the woods this way. Some people live in very urban areas and whatnot. But it's very important to take the time to spend a little bit of time in solitude. It's called hitbodedut, going out by yourself, and just spending that quiet time to meditate, to connect, and to have that quality time. Definitely we like to connect with others, and it's so super important, but not to forget that we need to connect to our own inner source, to our soul, vayinafash, to our nefesh. And by doing that, we connect to the Shabbat, and we instill that Shabbat within our weekdays. So, wishing you a beautiful Shabbat and a beautiful weekday. May we be filled with just an abundance of mindful connection to ourselves and to our purpose and to the interconnection that we all have. Wishing you many blessings. I'm Rabbi Amichai Cohen of LiveKabbalah.com. Blessings from the Holy Land of Israel and from Tzfat.